Have you ever felt like the world is controlled by a small group of people? Like there's a secret meeting going on somewhere, deciding your fate? Pay attention, because that feeling isn't entirely paranoia. It's called oligarchy, and it's more real than you think. Oligarchy is basically a fancy word for rule by a few. Imagine a small group of people hoarding all the power, political, economic, everything. They control everything, and the rest of us? We're just puppets dancing to their tune. Now you might be thinking, but isn't this like every government in history? And yes, there has always been an elite, but oligarchy takes this to another level. It's a rampant concentration of power that distorts the system in their favor. And it's happening right under our noses. So, how does this small group of oligarchs control the world? Let's figure it out. First, they dominate key sectors of the economy. Think big tech, big pharmaceutical companies, giant oil companies, you get the idea. These megacorporations control everything, from the information we consume to the price of gas. Second, they use their wealth to influence politics. We're talking lobbying, campaign financing, the whole 9 yards. Politicians become indebted to these oligarchs, passing laws that benefit them at the expense of everyone else. The result? A system rigged in their favor. Small businesses struggle to compete, workers' rights are trampled on, and the inequality between the rich and the rest of us, it becomes a chasm bigger than the Barranco do Padre in Ponta Grossa. Now, you're probably wondering, who are these oligarchs? Give me names. Well, I'm not going to name names here. Lawyers, right? But let's just say they're not exactly hard to find. Look for the CEOs making absurd salaries while their employees can barely make ends meet. Look for the billionaires buying political influence. Look for the media moguls controlling the flow of information. These are the faces of modern oligarchy, and their influence goes far beyond boardrooms and political offices. It affects everything from the food we eat to the air we breathe. They're even like the folks who control the price of coffee on Paulista Avenue. So what can we do about this? Well, the first step is awareness. We need to recognize the problem for what it is. A system designed to benefit the few at the expense of the many. Then, we need to make some noise. Support organizations fighting for economic justice, expose corruption and abuse of power, vote for politicians who truly represent the people, not corporate interests. Look, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. These oligarchs didn't get where they are by playing fair. But if we want a world where everyone has the opportunity to thrive, we need to fight. Because the alternative, a future ruled by a small, powerful elite, that's not a world I want to live in. And I bet you don't either.